Okay, family. So I'm just gonna jump right into it, right? Because most people want to know, look, before you waste my time, before you get into all of your spill, are you even good? Should I even listen to you? If so, why? Have you been doing this long enough? Is this something that I could do? All of the questions that you have, I want to answer those right here with this screenshot. Because hey, they always tell me that if you don't have the receipts, I don't really care what you have to say, right? So here are my receipts. This is one of my accounts from the last 3-ish years, right? And the reason why I'm showing you this one is because I used to be a day trader of penny stocks. And with penny stocks, you usually can't use like the bigger brokers like E-Trade. Well, that's what this is E-Trade. So I used to trade via, it's called Trade Zero. They have a lot of penny stocks, pink sheets, things like that. But that's neither here nor there, right? I brought my talents over to the large world because there's more money to make and it's more liquidity. What does that mean? That means I can come over here and pretty much 100% of the time, I don't have to worry about getting stuck in a stock. With penny stocks, when it goes up, you may get stuck in that stock because there may not be anyone on the opposite side to buy from you. I didn't like that, so I came over here. So what I'm showing you here is my performance as a day trader and how I pretty much, if I'm not on the butt of the S&P 500, I usually beat it, right? I usually beat it. So what this is a breakdown of my account. Of course, I blurred out, my account information because I don't want anybody doing nothing crazy, all right? But this shows you over the last pretty much 3 years, my results every quarter, okay? 39%. And look, other, they did 18 and 16, 31%, 31, 33. Not bad, right? 52%, 35, 40. I beat them. 47%, 38, 47.14. So I still kind of beat them, right? And I'm going to show you exactly how this thing breaks down. So just trust me, stick with me, at least give me about 4 more slides, and I'm going to show you exactly why what I do and what I teach, you want it. So let's check it out. Right. We'll continue though. So 34%, 34%. Uh-oh, S&P 500 got me that. On that quarter, it got me. But I came right back strong, 43%, 27, 32. Look at that. I beat the market big time. 47, 27, 31. I beat the market big time. This one here, 12%. This is right around the time I had to take time off. I had a stroke back in 2022. I had COVID, all of the, craziness. And it ended up, resulting in me having a stroke. I was out for a while, still did pretty good, but I wasn't the same for a while. It took me some months to recoup. But right, look, once I got back healthy, boom, jump in 53%, 31, 30, knock the head off, right? So this is pretty much what we did, right? We got, we got a little bit under here and then right on the S&P 500 butt right here. Now, a lot of people gonna say, well, why not just put your money in there and just let it hold? Just hold it, right? Why not just get in a 401k and just hold it? Why not just let this thing just sit there and just grow? We'll get into it. So the breakdown here is you have short-term trading, which is what I do. When I put in money and I trade, I take my profits out. Then you have long-term investors who put money in and then they let it sit. Okay, they let it sit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down, literally showing you the percentages that we just went over and what would happen if you were a long-term investor versus a trader, a short-term trader. Exactly what I do and exactly how I do things. I want to show you what it looks like if we had $10,000 each. I have 10,000 to trade. You have 10,000 to put in and let it hold for long term. Okay. Now we see in the previous slide, we're going to start with the first one, 39.26%, right? Is what I did that quarter. And the S&P 500 did 18.67%. Okay. So 18.67% would be an $1,867 profit. Not bad. Well, I did 3,900. Okay. I did 3,900 profit. Now the difference is here is I take mine out. I take my profit. Oh, $3,900. I'm out. Give me my money. Boom. That quarter, I take my profit. Well, you on the other hand, you keep yours in. You're like, oh, you know what? I'll keep 11,000, right? I keep 11,000, which I'm just basically keeping my same 10,000% or my $10,000. but I just made some profit. So as the market is up, I just keep that in there, right? Now, my average profit, if we look back, is roughly about that 39%. So if we just kind of add all of these up, so we have some really high times, 52%, 47%, 43%, 47, 53. If we add all of my percentages up, they're going to average somewhere around here, give or take. We'll say about 39. So, the 54 will bring 31 up. The 52, or excuse me, 52 would bring 31 up. 47 would bring 34 up. 43 would bring, 43 and 47 would bring that 12 up. 53 would bring that 12 up, would bring these up. So on average, it's going to be about 39%, right? On average. And on average, we don't really have to average it because you're just keeping your money in. So on average, it doesn't matter for you because this is just what the S&P 500 does. It just kind of goes up and down, up and down, up and down, right? So at the end of it all, if it's 40% up for the most part, this is how it works, okay? So let's continue. Now, my total profit, because I'm doing an average every quarter, I'm taking out on average about 3,900 bucks. That's going to equal, because we had 11 total quarters, that's going to equal about $43,000 profit. Well, if you stayed in and the S&P 500 is only up 40% over time, your profit is about $4,000 because you started with 10K. S&P 500 went up 40%, right, over time. So 40%, okay, we'll go back, 40% over time, okay? So with that being said, now we can even double it. Okay, it's up 80%, it's up 100%. Okay, you got 20K. And guess what? You still don't take your profits because you are a long-term investor. I've banged down $43,000 and I have all of mine and I still got 10K in there to continue. This is the difference in what I do versus what your long-term investors do, especially the people who are trying to sell you the dreams and, oh, you'd be rich if you just keep holding. When am I going to get to use my money? That's the question people ask me. Well, when am I going to get to use the money? What if I do get up $43,000 as a long-term investor? Can I get the money now? No, keep holding. I'm going to be honest with you. I like to live, right? We'll get to that in a minute, but I want to enjoy my money while I'm here. Now, I can invest too, because if I'm making this type of money and you got 10K in yours long-term, what's stopping me from taking 10K from this and just starting a long-term account too and continuing to trade? This is what I do. Now, once again, I like to live for a living, right? I like to live for a living, and so does my wife. So what I like to do is, hey, we're not going to do a get rich quick scheme. No, that's not what this is. We're going to learn a true skill. Trading is a skill. We're going to learn a true skill, right? We're going to develop that skill. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the profits that we make from that skill, and we're going to travel, baby. We're going to travel, right? Now I'm showing these because, ladies, how many, of my ladies who are watching, how many of y'all like to travel, right? How many of you like to travel? My fellas who are watching, I know y'all like to travel too, but ladies like to travel. So how would you like to do this for your lady? And if you're single and you want to play the field, still, how would you like to feel like a big dog and be like, hey, come with me. Meet me in Europe, baby. I got you. Meet me at the beach. I got you. Imagine how much better life would be for you. Because I used to live that single life too. I know how it feels. All right. So my number one goal here is to help you speed up your results, help you to speed up your time frame. Because if you're just going through videos, YouTube, whatever, a lot of times it's going to take you 2, 3, 4, 5. I've even seen some people say it took me 10 years to learn this skill. When you learn from someone who can shrink that time frame, depending on what level of learning you're getting, I can shrink your time frame by 6 months. I mean, literally, I could take it down to 6 months, right? And then if you're trading or almost like copy trading me and the people who I've worked with, my students, I can even shrink it quicker because you're just copying our trades, right? Which we'll get into that in a minute, but let's continue. So that being said, people are going to ask me, why do you do this? What's in it for you, Tay? And the first thing I tell people, I said, listen, I got survivor's remorse. I grew up poor. I grew up unhealthy. I mean, literally, I didn't have much help, right? Yes, this is me. Some people are going to say, this can't be you, Tay. This is me. This is poor Tay. This is Tay who grew up Single mom raising two kids. Mom only made about $16,000 to $18,000 a year. This is Porte, right? And the number one thing I asked myself as I was poor, because I saw rich people, I saw them on TV or I saw them somewhere, and I saw people who had it figured out. And the first thing I asked myself is, why don't the rich people that figured out the game teach us poor people? I couldn't understand why they weren't teaching it to us. Now, honestly, as I've been teaching now, I figured out the game. I've learned, I've done some studying, I've learned from people, and I figured out how to make money, a lot of money. And as I've been teaching some people, I now realize why some rich people don't do it. Because honestly, people who are either poor or not even poor, just kind of like middle class, they kind of talk crap to rich people, even when we're trying to teach, right? I can give it away for free on YouTube. They talk crap to me. They tell me, hey, you're not really doing that, da 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 da. Or they just don't take it serious. And then they kind of, they'll watch it on YouTube and then they kind of go away and go back to their regular life. When I charge for it, they'll go, oh, yeah, he's charging for it. Yeah, whatever. Why are you charging? Right. And then I still get heat for it. And I'm like, what? I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, what do you want from me? Right. I'm rich. I figured it out. I want to teach it. Well, I don't know which way to go though. Free don't work because you talk crap. And then the other way, it's like, well, what do you want? so for me, my goal was just to see how much I could do. So I do all of them. I do free. I have paid that's super cheap. I have paid that's one-on-one coaching that goes as high as $60,000. So for me, I said, look, I have survivor's remorse and I want to do whatever I can to teach. I want to help the people who just want the YouTube freebies. Okay, they call them free pool people. I'm gonna help my free pool people. And then I'm gonna help my people who like, no, I'm serious. I'm serious. I need your time. I need your help. And then I'm going to help the people in the middle who are like, I don't really want to learn it, but just let me copy some of y'all's trades. If you're profitable, let me just copy your trades. I have that as well, right? We'll talk about that later. Now, one of the things that really got me when I first started trading, I heard a billionaire, okay, David Rubenstein. He said, you'll never be rich investing for the long term. Most people who do this, they're just kind of protecting their money. And when he says protecting the money, what he's saying is inflation is eating away at the dollar. It's been doing that for the last 100 years, right? So what he's saying is people who invest for the long term, they're essentially just keeping up with inflation or maybe outpacing it slowly, right? So when I heard that, I said, man, I got to figure this thing out. I got to figure out another way. Of course, I ran into a few coaches or into a few people who taught this stuff, and I hired them to coach me. That's what I did. Now, a lot of people are going to ask me, Tay, what about dollar cost averaging? My guru, my favorite guru who teaches me about long-term investing, he tell me just dollar cost average. Well, I'm glad you asked me that, right? Because with short-term trading, we can dollar cost average too. So let's just say you dollar cost average your way up to $1 million and you add your way to $1 million as well, right? So I got $1 million now, you got $1 million. Well, guess what? Using those same numbers, that same 39.26%, I'm going to make 300, some crazy numbers. I'll make $300,000 basically, almost 400,000, right? Almost. Now this is a typo. This is a typo because you're gonna make about 180,000. You make 180,000, which gives you a total at that time because you're not taking it out. It gives you a total about the S&P 500 in our example did 18%. It's gonna give you a total about 1.1 million, right? So okay, you got 1.1 million, but you're not taking the profit. You're gonna keep holding it. You're gonna keep holding it, and even if you did this, which is what I'm doing quarterly, right? Even if you did this, guess what? I'm going to take my profit. So every time I do this, I take it. That would add up to $4.3 million. If you did that and you only got a 40% return because you never took anything out, guess what? You end up with about 400,000. And once again, I'll play it fun. Let's play fun. Let's say you could double those numbers. Guess what? You still only do under $1 million while I'm sitting on 4.3 million. This is the difference. So even if you dollar cost average, we can do it too over here with short-term trading. Now, once again, guess what? I could play the same game you playing if I want to be a little safer. Guess what? I make 4.3 million. I take a million out, put it into long-term investing, and I still do what you do. This is the game. This is the game. And this honestly is why most of your buy and hold gurus hate me. You'll hear them get on their platforms. Some of them have some really big platforms, and they'll talk about people who are, oh, guys who are buying Lambos. Da, da, da. No, they're mad. Why? Because we're outperforming them. They haven't figured out the skill yet. And see, they're keeping their money in their accounts because they teach you buy and hold. So they can't take money out and buy a Lambo. They can't take money out and enjoy life. They can't take the money out and do what they want to do. So they don't like me because I can take my money out. I take my profits. And then I can take some of my profits and play the same buy and hold game that they play. But because they have not acquired the skill, they can't do these things. Oh, and trust me, they're in my DM. So they let me know, oh man, that's a dope car, man. That's dope. But then they'll go on their platforms and they'll talk about people who buy Lambos, right? I take that personally. I won't lie. I take that personally. But I pay cash for my Lambo, and guess what? I pay cash with trading stocks. If you've been around for a while, you've been watching me. I make the videos on it. It's on my YouTube. I've done everything I needed to do to show you what I do, right? I just showed you my performance over the last, 3 years. I've just showed you, like, literally, it's here. What do you want from me? That's why I tell my people, what do you want from me? What more do you want from me? It's here. I've done it. I've taught it. I'm teaching it now. It's here. Now, well, for me personally, I have a son now and I'm building a family. So for me, how we use the money now is I'm not necessarily into the Lamborghinis and things like that, right? For me, I like to travel with my beautiful wife. Look at her. Ain't she fine? I like to travel with my beautiful wife. We travel, we hang out, we have some good, some good loving, right? On the beach, we have fun. I like to take her places, right? Because she's one heck of a mother. She deserves it all. She's one heck of a wife. She deserves it all. So I take my profits out of that trading and we have fun with it. We travel, we do what we want. We live the freedom life. We spend lots of time as a family, right? When I wake up in the morning, I don't wake up to an alarm clock. I wake up when I feel like waking up. And guess what? If I go do something and I need to, make it back so I can say good morning to my baby boy, I can do that. I don't have to sit in traffic. I don't have to do these things. I get to hang out with my family on my own terms. Not only that, we take that money, we buy real estate as well. This is one of the properties that I bought. Stay tuned. I'll show you what that property looks like and what happened to it. Okay. But this is what we do. So we travel, we spend time as a family, and we buy other assets. And when I mean by assets, not only do we buy other, like real estate, but we buy stocks. So I do the buy and hold still, but I day trade or swing trade. Because you could do either one. You could do either one. And I do both. I swing trade, I day trade. It's based on what the charts are showing me, right? But this is what we do. As a family man now, this is what matters most to me. And I'm sure somebody is listening right now. This matters to you too. I'm trying to teach the skill. I'm trying to show you the copy trade, whatever it is. I'm trying to do that, right? That's why I am here. Because once again, I do have survivor's remorse. And I feel bad because I'm not helping more people. Here I am trying to do that here. Okay. So I told you I'd show you the apartment or the condo. And this is the condo. Now, this is not mine because mine is on the second floor. So mine is right here. This is a first floor unit that's marketed for 14.9 million. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because I want to ask you, who in the heck is buying a $14 million property? Is it somebody who trades time for money? Somebody who goes to work? Is it somebody who has an hourly rate? I could tell you because these are my neighbors. No, these are not people who are doing it. These are investors. And guess what? They're not buy and hold investors a lot of time. And when I say buy and hold, I'm talking about that buy for the next 30 years. No, 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 no. I have some young people who live next door to me, right? I have not just next door, but under me, above me, right? It's one of my good friends. His name is Guy, him and his wife, Sophie, right? Guy and Sophie. Guy is maybe, I don't know, 36. Bought a $6 million condo. And this is before the prices went up. We got in before the prices went up. So he paid 6 million, it's worth 15 now. because he has a penthouse. Because the penthouses and the lower floors have pools, so they cost a little bit more, right? But all of us got in at about 4 to 5, maybe $6 million, and all of our properties have gone up. That is what I mean by buying more assets. So you day trade or you swing trade, you buy more shares in stocks and companies that you like, and then you buy real estate. And the shares in the companies you like go up in the long term. And guess what? Your real estate goes up. This is how the game works. Okay. So once again, how do people afford this? This is how they go in, they invest, they take their profits when they can. Once again, I have plenty of young people there. So once again, it's not like they took 10, 20, $100,000 and then they put it in a stock and then they let it sit for 40 years. No, most of us who live here aren't 40 yet. We're not even 40 yet. So it's not that we bought the S&P 500 and we let it sit for 30 years. We're only 30 something. I'm 34, for those of you who are wondering, right? It's the skill and the talent that we have paid and busted our butts to learn. That's what that is. I am trying to teach as many people as possible this skill here. That's what this is about. Now, one of the ways I'm able to take advantage of this whole thing, and we are able to take advantage of this whole thing, is we know how to dodge these, right? Now, if you were in the stock market for 30 years, guess what? If it goes up, crash. So once again, you're having to do these, the up and downs. The up and downs is usually what makes a lot of people, I'm not going to say inefficient, but it's inefficient because you have to ride out. And guess what? If you know about trading, if you know about economics, guess what? You know that there's going to be a crash in the market, in the overall market, every, I don't know what, 8 to 10 years. So with that being said, if you are buy and hold, if you have a 401k, you have to watch every 8 years, every 10 years, you have to watch that thing go red. You're like, oh, but he says just keep dollar cost averaging. Yeah, but it goes red. And I can tell you, we got another one coming real soon, 2025 to 2027. That's what I'm looking for. So guess what? You're going to have to watch it go red again. And for me, because I am a trader, I am going to be taking the move down and making money as it falls. Now, I want to show you that on a chart. What does that look like on a chart? And how are we able to do it? So here we have the SPY. This is the S&P 500 ETF. Okay. And this is something we trade inside of our group. Okay. This is something we trade inside of the Discord group. And what we do is we watch for different patterns. We like to track also here, right? We like to trade either here or here. We like to trade certain patterns, or we also like to trade certain, what some people call trend lines, right? It's a trend line. So for me, what we actually watch for is a break of this. It broke it here. I'm not taking it short. I wait for it to come up. Boom. I go short here. And literally, look at this down here. From July 5th, boom, to July 6th. In one day, we made a move from 443 to 437, right? I traded that. Like literally, we traded that inside of the group. We traded that, and that's what we do. And we literally, that's all we do. And what we do is we come here, same thing. This is a downtrend, right? Boom, pops above my downtrend, takes over my market structure that lets me know we're going up. And then boom, we go up and up and up and away. How do we know to go up this high? Because guess what? There's something we call gaps. Okay. There's something we call gaps. Now, this gap here was looking to get filled, right? Now, the only reason we got out is because this is resistance. Okay. This is resistance here. So when it got here, I'm getting out because these were sellers at first, sold it off, bought it up. So sellers eat or meets buyers. So sellers meet buyers means there's going to be some resistance here when you get below them. And as you see, it was resistance. It got above just a little bit to give you a fake out, and then it fell again. How did we know to be inside of that? Well, guess what? Once again, we had this, it broke it, but guess what? It continued back up. This continuation gave me this move right here, right? So it hit it, support, 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 support. Boom, support, broke support, gave me resistance. Go short. Where are we going short to? I want to take you back down here to this gap. Guess what? We came back down to the gap, literally right in the gap. Bingo. There it was. We hit, and that was a fall from 441 to 437. Once again, great profits here. Now, I'm sure somebody who's watching this is thinking this is cap. There's no way y'all made money on that. You're gonna have to show me some proof. Okay, I got proof. That's what we do. Let's check it out. So this is my Discord group, right? This is my Discord group, and what I'm aiming to do is help as many people as possible, right? We give out these alerts. Let me show you something. We give out the alerts, day trade alerts. Let's go into it, right? I gave out one today. I have a very, very, very good one-on-one student that I've worked with. He paid me a lot of money, over 100K to work with me, right? But once he paid me, I taught him everything I know. And guess what? He comes in here and he gives out alerts as well. So what we do is we come in here and we give out alerts, right? We get out these alerts. I see a needed move back to 433. This was what? The 7th of July, right? And I gave out alerts. I said, hey, we're gonna hedge, right? We're gonna come in here. This was the 7th of July, right? Gave it calls. And what happened? Let's go to the profit section, right? We're going to the profit section. Let's go back to 7-7. Look at this. Look at this. And these are just solid results, right? So Brian, he's like, man, Tay, the king gave us a nice hedge with calls. And then the puts started to eat. We started to make money on those puts, right? And as you come up, because I think I posted my profits in here too. Oh yeah, I said every now and then I just come in to drop a day trade alert just to flex, right? And then I go back to my weekly chart because I actually like to do more swing trading. I actually like to do more, longer term stuff, right? So yeah, I made 32% on the calls that I gave, right? 32% in one trade, right? And look, my people are like, yeah, we eating good. We eating good. So my people, this is what we do. It's kind of like copy trading for the most part, right? But the goal is for you to find somebody who knows what they're doing, find a team who knows what they're doing, and then we get in here and we get busy. We get busy, right? Family here knew what he was doing. He said, instead of trading the SPY, I did the SPX, made $6,800, 186%. We get busy. We get busy. My people are like, thank you so much, bro. Like they love it because guess what? Look at this, 33%. We come in here and we get busy. Look at that, SPY calls, 76%. This is what we do. And I can go through these forever, but I'm just showing you this is what we do. And if you think, oh, maybe he just showed us a good day, let me show you something. We do this for like this is all. Let me just keep going. I'll just keep going. This is not just something that, oh, he just does that. No, 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 no. We get bread. Okay. We make money. It's back in June. I'm just going back, and it'll take me a while to go back and keep going back. But yeah, June 18th, we get money. We get money. This is what we do. We are short-term traders. And of course, yes, I teach people to take the money that they're making from short-term trades and move it over to more of a long-term, right? This is what we do. Look at that, 13%. And for people who are wondering, I'm glad I saw this one. For people wondering, like, man, I can't trade. I don't have a lot of money. You have no, let me show you something. What we like to do when we give out these day trade alerts, we actually tell you how much the contract is going to cost. Contract should cost you $100. So yeah, if you make 10% on $100, all you have $100, that's fine. 10% on $100 is $10, right? But guess what? We do these daily. We give these out daily. So look, today, that was back on Friday. So this was Monday, Friday. Like we do these daily. These are daily alerts, daily alerts, daily alerts. This is what I do, right? This is what we do, right? Now I know a lot of people say, man, you're charging for this. It's $50 a month. First of all, you come in here with $100, 200, look, 200 for the contract. And you make what, 10, 20, 30% on that. 30% on $200 is what? Let's see. 20, that's 60 bucks. So one trade alert pays your monthly fee, right? So for a lot of people like, man, but why are you charging though? Why can't you just give it away for free, Tay, please? Because I gotta pay him. I gotta pay him. Where's Eon? I got to pay these people who have talents. I'll come in here and get busy. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I come in here and give stock alerts too. But y'all want people to show up. People who know how to make money. I have to pay these people to show up. These people are not as noble as I am. Brian didn't grow up poor. He just has a skill now. And he's like, well, shit. I mean, I got a skill. I'll give you the skill, but I want to be paid and compensated for my skill. It's no different than LeBron James. He don't go out there and hoop for free. It's no different than your doctors, your nurses, your lawyers. That's why it's $50 because these people got to eat. They want their money for their talents. He can't slam dunk a basketball, but guess what? He can show teach you how to make money. He can show give you some alerts, right? Tell you how much it's going to cost and everything, and then tell you when to get out. 40 to 140%. Go and get out of there, right? So once again, for my people, anybody who's like, why is it $50 a month? It's $50 a month because people with talents, they want to be paid for their talents and sharing their talents. That's it. But where else are you going to go for $50 a month? And they teach you how to make money off the money that you are sitting on. No, nowhere. Not really. Even you go to college, you don't make back what you paid usually. So once again, yeah, that's what we do over here, right? I definitely encourage y'all to join. I can't say it enough. I can't promise that we're gonna be here forever, but while we're here, get in while the getting is good. I'll just say that, right? I'll just say that. We have pretty much on average, we have about a 90% hit rate. So yeah, you're gonna lose some because that's just part of the game, right? But the game is to win more than you lose. So if we call 100 alerts, you're gonna lose 10 of them. But if you win 90 of them, and let's just say you make $100 every time you win, 90 times 100, that's at what, $9,000. And every time you put in $100 and you lose 10 times, right? Let's just say you lose 10 times 100. Okay, cool. You lose 1,000. You lose $1,000, you make 9,000. That's how we play this game. That's exactly how we play this game. So once again, I encourage you, come on in, come tap in with us. It's a beautiful community because it's not just the alerts. We have plenty of stuff in here. We got the workout section where you come in, hey, we're working out. What we doing today? We got the nutrition section. I put my diet in here. A lot of people want to know how I lost over 70 pounds over the last year. This is how I did it, right? Family issues, mindset. A lot of y'all got family who don't believe in investing, don't believe in trading, don't believe in real estate. Trust me, this is a place you want to be. Trust me, they go in there and share it. We got new toys, like literally whatever it is. You buy a new car or something, because when you trade and you making good money, people buy stuff, right? So you can share your new toys. This is a community overall. That's what it's about, right? So I definitely suggest you come on in, tap into the community. It's a beautiful place to be. It's just $50 a month, right? Some of y'all are gonna be more action takers and take it more serious. You're gonna pay 500 up front for the year because you get a discount when you pay for the year. But trust me, this is where y'all want to be. I'm going to keep shouting from the top of the mountain because I know what I have. It's going to help a lot of people. So that's why I'm here shouting from the top of the mountain. Get in here, get active. Let's get to it. So once again, yes, we've been taking advantage of all these moves. That's what we do. That's how we trade, up and downs. Now let's go out to the monthly chart, right? Go out to the monthly chart. Now, what a lot of people who are on the monthly chart are going to have to do, you're going to have to be in through all of this. You're going to be in through all of this. Oh, I got in here to say, okay, move up, move up, move up. Oh my God, we're up, we're up, we're holding. Leak. Come right back down to where you got in. Move up, move up, move up, leak. Right? And look at that. That's what, from 2015 to now. So you're looking at what, almost 8 years, pretty much. 8 years. That's from $200, 208 to 408. So okay, what did you do? It doubled. You doubled your money by now. Not bad. But us, we've been trading the way we trade, getting in and out from 10 to 30%. In, out, 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 in, out. You doubled your money. So if you had that same 10K we talked about, you doubled your money in 8 years. You got 20K right now. Congratulations. We go in, out, 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 in, out. As a matter of fact, we get in sometimes we're here and we'll take it all the way down. Boom, make money as it falls. Guess what? Instead of sitting on 20K like you are right now, we made 20K here on this little move. We made 20K on this down move, 20K on the up move, 20K on the down move, 40K on the up move, because that was a crazy move, right? So by the time we get to where you are sitting on 20K because you bought and you held, whether it was in your 401K or you just trying to be smart, while you making $10,000 and sitting on 20K, we've just made 80, 100, $200,000. This is the game. I'm not telling you to stop swing trading or long-term investing. I'm not telling you to stop that. What I'm telling you is to add something to your arsenal. That's what I'm trying to tell you to do, because I promise you it works. It works. It works. We got the track record to show it. I've shown you my profits over the last. I just showed you my percentages and how I've been beating the market. I've shown you that. I've shown you the results in the actual group, the Discord. It works. I promise you it works. I can't do no more outside of just showing you the results. I can't do no more than that. But yes, it works. Trust me. So without further ado, I'm just going to suggest that you come on into the STB community. I built it for a reason. I can't promise that we're going to be here forever. And not only that, I can't promise you that as I continue to get great results for many people, I can't promise that I'm going to be at 50. I'm going to keep it at $50, because guess what? These guys who are calling the plays and teaching inside of this group, guess what? They're eventually going to want more money the more people they help. So eventually I'm going to have to raise it. So once again, tap in while it's $50, lock in while it's $50 a month. Whatever I raise it to, you'll be locked in, right? You'll be locked in for life. $50 a month is all it takes. And my goal, like I teach everybody, no matter if you pay me $50 a month so that I can pay these teachers, or if you come work with me one-on-one, because that's what I do. I do one-on-ones for $60,000 a pop, right? But no matter what you pay me, my goal is always to 10x your money. Now, I can't promise that because I need you to still show up and do the work. But my goal, and usually what happens, is that yes, we end up 10x in the money because that is what I do. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. This is just something I just want to bring and share with you. But once again, I'm aiming to help as many people as possible. I want to teach more people so they can also come in and teach more people inside of the community. But overall, we are a team and we're going to make money together. I hope to see you on the team soon. I'm out.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These